Good morning, YouTube. Welcome back to Aquatic Madness. It's been a while since I've posted here, and I apologize. But with school winding down, finding some work, and doing my internship, it's kind of kept me from being able to do a lot of the things I used to do when I had a lot more free time. But what I have done recently is this has been sitting in storage for me for quite a few months. It's my 370 gallon. It's 8 foot long by 3 foot wide by 26 inches deep. So it's about 370, 375-ish, 4-ish, 69-ish. I don't know, something like that. Anyway, I filled it up about a week and a half. Actually, it's probably been about 2 weeks now. The Dovi, which is now over here in my Marineland 300. He's happy as a clam because he's got so much more room. His tank was here, and so I took the FX5, which was on his tank, and we put it on here to get the bacteria going. Took all the gravel out, put that in a tub, threw a sponge filter in there, a couple of fish, filled it with water so that the gravel itself could hold its beneficial bacteria as long as possible. And as good as it possibly could. And then I took those sponges that were in with it when I filled it up with the gravel, once I dumped it in here, and I set those in here as well, along with this hang-on back AC-110. And that was all sitting on this tank, getting it all established internally for the last 2 to 3 weeks. And then I was working on, because this tank didn't come, it was basically just a plastic box. It didn't come with any overflow, so I had to plumb some overflows and some supplies. There we go, over in the corner. And that took a while. And we can go around and take a look at what we got over there for my homemade sump concoction. Right there is the top of the overflows, and then on the other side, same thing. Let's walk around and we'll take a look at what my little DIY sump looks like. So my sump is tucked back in here in the back side. So basically, here's the back of the tank. We got about 6 inches, 7 inches till we hit the wall. So the far one down there obviously plumbs down with the return and the supply. Runs along the back side. Whoops, wrong way. Runs along the back side of the tank. Comes down. And this one here is the return. And then the supply, and then this one here also. So basically, what I did here, step back, I got myself a 55 gallon, actually I think it's a 65 gallon tote with one of those plastic drawers, doohickey-my-thingers. And what I did is, for this one, a good friend of mine, Tom Cooper, out in Pomeroy, Washington, showed me this cool little these filters here. They're called bucket filters. They're for oil, so they fit in the top of a 5-gallon bucket, and oil refineries use them. And so that's what he is using on his sump. I'm like, well, shoot, that's even better than a flippin' sock. The outside edge here is hard plastic, and then you've got the 200 micron bottom in here. And I'm like, all right, we can do that. And so I cut the top of this thing just perfect so it would sit right in there, and then I just have that flowing right in the top. And then in the first drawer here, I have more filter media. I'm sorry, filter pads. And then down in each one of these drawers, I have all of the media. Yeah, I like to use these plastic sponges. You know, there's some negative and positive reviews online regarding them, but I've been using them for many, many years, and I've had great success with them. And it just basically, I cut open each drawer on the bottom, stuck an egg crate so that I'd be able to slide the drawers in and out, and so the water basically is dripping right through every single one of those drawers all the way down into the bottom, and that bottom one's got holes all the way around, so it's just pouring out into the tub. And over here on the side is where I got my heater, and then two filters pumping this baby back in, 1,500 gallon pumps pumping it back in. And I know that we definitely don't have 1,500 gallons per hour flow because of the distance, but we still got decent flow. So anyway, that's pretty much it for the DIY sump. It seems to be working really, really smooth. I've had no issues, no complaints so far. Actually pretty happy with it. And that's that. Later, guys. So that's all done, up and going, flowing now. So I'm ready to stick some fish in here. And you know, well, what am I going to stick in here, you ask? Well, I've always wanted to do an Amphilophus tank. So this is mainly going to be an Amphilophus tank, but it's going to have a couple of my other big hitters in here as well, just so I can put some big ones. It's going to be interesting. All these fish have grown up with other fish in communities, but every single one of them have been somewhat the dominant species in their tank. So this is going to be interesting. So I'm going to do this here a little later today. You guys won't get to watch it because you're going to see this one, and you'll get to see that one when I post it, which is not going to be right away. Anyway, so I mean, it's kind of like a cliffhanger. You got to stay tuned. Anyway, so we're going to go through and show you everything that's going to go in this thing. So right below you here is one of my wild-caught Midas. He's been chilling down here waiting, chilling in quarantine for quite a long time. So that's one. If we come over here, sure, he's not, he's busy over there cleaning, so let's go around the corner. This is my Hoga that was in that Marineland 300. So everything that was in that Marineland 300 came over here into my fry rack real quick for a few weeks to just kind of chill until they got to go in the big tank. But Mr. Hoga is going to go in there. My big Ornate will be going in there. It's all going to be a male tank. There's not going to be any females in this tank to throw anything off. You can't see because my light went out. And that is my Bifasiatum. My little stud Amarillo. This guy is just, I don't know, he's just a stud. That's all I got to say. Him and his little Nuco hump. So he'll be going in there as well. Ah, he came out. Also going in there is going to be my red Isletas. Pardon all the reflection of the light in the background, gentlemen, ladies. Too many lights, too many tanks. Now, as soon as I pull the Isletas out, and so I'm going to try something here because I don't have anywhere to put them quite yet. As soon as I pull this Isletas out, which is the peacekeeper in this tank, because the rest of these are females except for one other male, which is this male Festae. I know that these Festae here, this male and this female, are going to raise havoc in here. So I'm tempted, if I don't have a home for them, they may be going in that tank as well as a pair, and she may be the only female. All the fish in there are going to be considerably larger than them, and plus it's going to give them a lot more room to grow. They are brother and sister, so I don't even want them to breed. So I may actually leave the female in here and make this 300 gallon a complete nothing but female tank. But we'll see. And we cruise over here. And this big old Chancho is also going to go in there. And these guys have also been in quarantine. I picked these up from Mel. And this is their quarantine tank. And I'm not sure about any of the other Midas here. I'm going to have to pull them out and sex them. Again, like I said, I only want it to be a male tank. So we'll see. And that's pretty much it. So I might throw either that orange and black lab, or, help me get in the way of the light, or that one. And he may go in here as well. And that's it. And I'm going to videotape me transferring everybody and dumping them in. And we'll get to watch it a little bit, see how they interact. Maybe I'll do a quick video at the end of my next one. Just let the camera run, and then I'll just speed it up, and we can watch all the interaction through time lapse, a little more sped up.